Lots of optimism here at Parliament House tonight with the budget announcements. Probably most pleasing is the overarching economic outcome of the budget. $37 billion in extra income that was expected is a fantastic result. Most of that income has come from commodity price increases, from corporates coming out of losses in a post-GFC environment, and also from more people in work. With that extra $36 billion, to see the government target a significant proportion of that, some $15 billion, into areas like health, with a particular focus on mental health, I think is a really pleasing result. It's also great to see a focus on infrastructure with a specific intent to ensure local communities are better off in relation to it. I'm also personally pleased to see the economic support for women, to ensure that they have the skills and the financial support to engage in the workforce and be self-sufficient in parts of our community. The corporate tax cuts are still very much a key focus of this budget. That big end of town, large corporate tax reduction is really important for competitiveness. There are some tax integrity measures though. There is a focus on debt, in particular how assets are valued. There's also a focus in relation to cross-border information and exchange and what makes a significant global entity. As that characteristic broadens, what's interesting is some companies may well be caught private companies and funds as part of that change. I am pleased to see that digital tax measures, however, are being paused for discussion. We need to have an economy that attracts technology companies. That's very important. A lot of our local listed companies, particularly in areas of finance and property, some of them aren't in the same position of growth to get above system growth as technology companies or other areas of innovation like health. So very pleased to see a pause and a careful focus in relation to digital taxation. We've got to get that right. The black economy measures, ensuring that all are paying their fair share, also a very, very sensible step. So all in all, when you think about the corporate cuts and also the personal income tax cuts, I think that sets the economy on a pretty good setting for a very competitive outcome. It'll be interesting to see Labor's response. The opposition has put forward more policy, I think, than any other opposition which has clearly had an impact in relation to government policy. Whilst most of their policies have been forecast, the government seems intent on this total tax cap at 23.9%. What will be really important to ensure is that we also manage our spending in a sensible envelope. What we don't want to do is that deficit to slip any further, because maintaining that deficit is very important given the interest costs we're under. So all in all, I think business will be reasonably pleased with this budget.